What's going on, y'all? You know where I'm at, and you know what I'm about to do. Just play a partner Cal. I want to holler at the birds real quick and just give some motivational talk. If you're accepting shit right now in your life, if you're accepting bullshit, whether that's from a woman, from your family, from your job, do you know whose fault that is? If you don't, I need you to drop everything right now and go look in the mirror. It's your fault. Right? Even if it's not your fault, it's your fault. If you letting that woman run you, it's your fault. If you let your kids run you, it's your fault. Bruh, do you not know that you as the man, you come first? Do you not know that you as the man, you yield all the power in any situation you're supposed to go in? You're supposed to yield the most power, right? The most power that you can possibly have in this situation, right? So if you're going into situations and you're powerless, it's because you're allowing yourself to be powerless. You're allowing yourself to be less than. You're allowing yourself to be a second-class citizen. You want to know how I know this? Because I did that for so long. I allowed myself to be ran over by relationships, right? I used to let my woman lead the way, right? In certain jobs, I used to let the job lead my life, even though I knew it was a dead-end job. I still did it because I was like, okay, I need the money, right? I did that for a very long time. Until I looked at my life and I said, let me fix A, B, C, D through Z so I can have things, so I can be out here having my way. And once I started doing that, I started having my way, right? It all starts from the mental. I always go back to fitness because it's the easiest thing to relate to. I've been doing this fitness thing for a year now, but I never lost any weight because my mental was still the same. My mental was still the same. I still thinking I could keep the same habits I had, but I thought I could have the body I want by still having the same mind I had by not changing my habits. That's why it took me so long to drop that damn weight, right? So once I changed my level of thinking, once I changed my way of thinking, then my way of life changed. Bruh, you got to stop thinking that you deserve second place. You got to stop thinking that you deserve shit from a woman, right? She might have more than you right now, but that should be all the motivation in the world for you to get up off your butt and do what you have to do. And if you're doing that right now, fine. It's gonna take time. I'm here to tell you, the shit ain't gonna take overnight. It's gonna take time. It's gonna take a lot of pain. It's gonna take a lot of dedication, right? Because especially if you're older, bruh, you're in your 30s right now, you playing the game from a disadvantage because you have all the time that you missed. But like I always like to tell bros, we get better with time. But the only way we get better with time is if we're performing, if we're doing what we're supposed to do, right? Y'all, I'm 34 years old. I'm probably in the best shape of my life right now. And I'm probably the most sexiest I've ever been right now. No homo. And when I say the most sexiest, I'm talking about women that have told me that I want to have your fucking babies. I want to procreate with you. I want to reproduce you. When you get to that point where a woman is telling you that, that's when you know that you're doing what you're supposed to do on all cylinders. And I'm just not talking about fucking, y'all. I'm just not talking about that. If a woman tells you that, hey, I want to have your baby, I want to have your seed, that means she sees all type of qualities in you that she wants to reproduce. You can't get that being a fucking fat ass. You can't get that being a lazy ass. I was a fat ass and I was a lazy ass for a long time. You can't get that having no ambition. You cannot. Let me take it back. Caveat. You can get that But you're gonna get that with low-level women, right? You're gonna get that with the eggs and the celery sticks, the ones that don't nobody else want, but they want you, right? The ones that already got babies already, they already got 3 or 4 goddamn kids by 3 or 4 goddamn daddies, right? You're gonna get that from them. But do you really want that? If you're dealing with a woman, and this is no offense to women with multiple kids, but I'm just using it as an example for men. If you're dealing with women that have 3 kids by 3 different dudes, do you want to be baby daddy number 4? Do you want that for your life? Think about that real quick. Do you want your highest honor as a fucking man to be baby daddy number 4? Is that what you want for yourself? If you do, then go ahead and do that. But for me, that ain't the life that I'm choosing. I'm not going down that road. Sorry, I'm not doing that shit. You deserve way more than that. But you know what? If you don't do what you're supposed to do, then you do deserve that shit. That's what you feel like you deserve. So once you get out here and you start doing the work, like I always like to say, once you start doing the work, you start leveling yourself up. You start to realize that the shit I was accepting, I can no longer accept that in my life. It's gonna come automatic. Once you start doing the self-work, once you start doing the self-improvement, it's gonna come automatic. You're gonna say, okay, no, I don't want to deal with that. I was gonna deal with that when I was on this level because I qualified for that. But now that I'm on another level, I don't qualify for that anymore, so I'm not gonna deal with it. And there's nothing wrong with doing that, bros. Don't feel bad about doing it. All right. If you're dealing with a woman and you're going above her level and you see that she's not really trying to advance with you, drop her ass. I've said that before. Do it. Just drop her. Is it gonna hurt? She's gonna call you everything in the book. She's gonna call you a dog. She's gonna do everything. I don't give a fuck. Drop her. Do it now. She's dead weight. This is how it has to be. It's cutthroat. People feel it's gonna get hurt. But guess what, dude? You've been living with your feelings hurt for how many years? Not doing what you're supposed to do? Watching people trample all over you? Watching people get promotions over you that you knew that you deserved? So tough fucking cookie. Deal with it. It happens. Maybe if you do that to her, that's gonna make her get her shit together so she can qualify for whoever she's supposed to qualify for, because it ain't you no more. Look, this shit happens all the time. I don't know why we act like we just have to stick with one person because they were with us in the beginning. That's fine. Yes, I'll compensate you for that if I see that you're still trying to advance with me. But if I see that you're just still trying to be on this level, you knew me from level 1 and you're only trying to gravitate towards level 1 and not go to 2, 3, or 4, 5 where I'm going to, then you out of here. You're out of here. Can't do it no more. Sorry. Bye. You out. Because guess what? People have done way more cutthroat shit to you. People have done way more cutthroat shit to me. So I guess you just returning the favor. You just keeping the same energy. But it's nothing personal. It's just that, hey, you're not where I'm trying to go right now. So I'll put you over here to the side. And I'm going to go do what I have to do with these group of people right now. But you cannot do that unless you change your way of thinking. It always goes back to mental, right? It always goes back to your mental. How do you think? What do you think you deserve? If you think you deserve the worst, then go ahead and be with the worst. I can't change that about you. But if you think you deserve the best, put in the work so you can deserve the best. It's that simple. But it's so hard to put it in practice when you've been thinking a certain way for so many years. So like I said, bros, look in the mirror. And if you're doing that, if you're accepting less than, it's your fault. You got to fix it if you want to fix it. If you don't want to fix it, then just deal with it, but just don't fucking complain. Don't complain about female nature. Don't complain about what these women out here doing if you're not trying to understand it and overcome it. I was complaining about female nature for a long time when I was going through what I was going through. But guess what? Now, I'm having my way. In every way imaginable. With what I want. Not with, I'm just going to keep it at that. I'm not going to get too explicit. So, I'm having my way now. So, bros, you want to have your way? You gotta get up and do the work. But it all starts in the mental. And once it starts in the mental, then it's going to manifest to the physical. This body you see now, this body I have now, it didn't start just in the gym. It started in my mind. And it took a long time for it to manifest, but it's here now. So just imagine what I'm gonna be like in a few months. Just imagine what I'm gonna be like next year, going at this rate. It's gonna be hell. It's gonna be a cold summer. I'm telling you that right now. It's gonna be a cold summer, so get ready. But anyway, that's my video for today, and I'll holler at y'all later. Show your ass up.